C'est Paris. Congratulations to PSG for trashing, outright spanking, beating, what, whichever language you want to use to call it. PSG, congratulations to them for winning their first Champions League trophy. This is I for anybody who watched this final, I think I think Inter Milan owe Barcelona an apology because if this is what they were going to do in the final, they should not have done the foolishness that they did in the semi-final. They should have just let Barcelona come, and then this will have been a at least go bank for bank. Because what I saw was PSG's training session. Maybe Inter Milan thought that the game is tomorrow because somebody did not inform them that they were playing a Champions League final. PSG from the first kick of the game, PSG just outrightly dominated. They dominated tactically, physically, just even mentally wise. They were doing what they wanted to do with this Inter Milan at will, with no questions asked. Oh my god! For as a neutral, you love it because of just the amount of goals that were in the finals. As also another side of the neutral, you wanted to see a more competitive game. But Luis Enrique, shout out to Luis Enrique, this man totally outclassed Inzaghi. Totally outclassed Inzaghi. Inzaghi didn't even know what hit him. I've never seen Inzaghi being this way before, and I've watched a lot of Inzaghi. I've watched a lot of matches Inter Milan matches that Inzaghi has been the coach of, but this one, I've just he looked clueless. He looked clueless. Had no idea what to do. Didn't know whether to drop deep. Didn't know whether to keep the pressure on them. The way PSG were moving, PSG was moving. You know when you are watching a show or a movie in times two speed, and another place is playing in just normal speed. That's exactly what happened. PSG were operating in times two, and Inter Milan were operating in just normal mode because what was happening from minute one. From minute one, PSG they knew what they wanted to do, moving the ball around very quickly. No backward passes, very very dangerous passes, moving the ball around, switching fields. Shout outs to all the PSB, and I'm going to go over a lot of them. But before I go to that, if you're new to this channel, go like conversation channel or go like conversations TV. First, drop that like button, drop a subscribe. I'm gonna try to deliver very very quick short videos. So stay here if this is kind of the video, the kind of content that you want. Exciting stuff coming this summer. Let's go back into the game, man. Let me Vitinha, Neves, and Fabio Ruiz. That's it. That's it. Those guys, the way they they people don't understand the Inter Milan midfielders that we are talking about. We are talking about Barella. We are talking about Quagliarella. We are talking about some main men inside that midfield. I'm not talking about some young lads. I'm talking about veterans. Mkhitaryan. Yeah, Mkhitaryan. I don't even know if did he even play. If somebody check, did Mkhitaryan play? Because I'm not sure. Because basically what I watched, all I just saw was PSG. Every ball, PSG. Every ball PSG was on top of. They were on top of them. Mkhitaryan played. Jesus, he played. I didn't even notice the guy. I didn't even notice he played. Mkhitaryan played. I just want to go check the lineup because I had to go confirm if this guy actually played or not. He played. So you're talking about the Mkhitaryan in the midfield. We're talking about Barella in the midfield. We're talking about Quagliarella in the midfield. This is men. Guys, they were doing it from group stages to the quarters to the semis. They were they were they were owning it. And a lot of shout out there, a lot of praises, rightfully so, has gone to the Inter Milan team in regards to their ability to move the ball very quickly, in their ability to be able to be so fluid in regards to positions. Because sometimes a midfielder can be a defender can be a midfielder, can go up top, has the freedom and the ability to move. And you saw that against Barcelona. I don't know what happened in the final. That's why I said that I feel like PSG did not get the memo that the final was on Wednesday. Maybe they thought it's Thursday. I mean, no, maybe the final was on Saturday. Maybe they thought the final is on Wednesday. Maybe midweek. Because they didn't show up. The only team that showed up was a PSG team. Shout out to Akimi, another person that deserves a lot of applause. The African best player this year is going to be very interesting because you see the likes of Osimhen doing what he did in Turkey. You see the likes of Hakimi winning the Premier League. You see the like of Salah. So that's a conversation for another day. But Hakimi, shout out to Hakimi, just this guy. That fourth goal, for anybody who know watch it, score was 5-0. PSG 5, Inter Milan 0. And you heard it. I didn't stumble. 5-0. Crashing, beating, total manhandling. The first goal, literally, the way they moved the ball and see, Akimi he didn't shoot. He just put his leg, set his leg and just scored. As if they are playing FIFA. They are playing EAFC. That's what they were doing on that field. Dakore, shout out to Dakore, shout out to Kvaratskhelia, shout out to Dembele. Dembele did not score that final, which is very surprising, but he was instrumental to that team winning it. His movement off the ball, his ability to create pre-assist, his ability that assist to Doe. Wow, wow. This is football one. That's what I'm going to say. Football one because the best ball playing team won this UEFA League's Champions League trophy. That is it. The best team in Europe, PSG, they have dominated. And people should not forget where they are coming from. These people barely made it into the first list of, is it 15 or 25? The first list of, they finished, I don't know, probably 21st or something. They were one game away from being eliminated from the group stages. These people came back. They believed in who they were. Luis Enrique, shout out to him. Shout out to Luis Enrique and just his impact on this team. He lost the likes of Neymar, lost the likes of Mbappe. Mbappe, PSG, Galactico, you want to win it? What's happening? You enter PSG, you know win. I didn't say anything. I'm just calling out what I see. That's it. They moved away from the Galactico approach in Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. They moved away from the likes of them, moved away from the likes of Ibrahimovic. All this while they've been trying, and now they've achieved what they have longed for a very, very long time, and they didn't have to break they didn't have to break the bank for them to win it. Look at how ironic it is. PSG were the team that would spend anything just to get their hands on that Champions League trophy. And for the first time, they have won it. Congratulations to the PSG team. See, I'm even repping them. See, if you don't know this, that's more French that I said. If you know how much I have, many times I practice it. Don't ask me. That's as much French as I know. Other than ça va bien, that's it. I don't know much. But at least I said, let me rep them. Let me rep them a little bit. But shout out to the PSG team. Shout out to the PSG team for doing it, for just for staying in there, for staying true to who they were. PSG, all these teams that will be shouting, we don't have a number nine. We don't have a number nine. This is a team that did not win it without a number nine. Yo. I'm just saying, Arsenal. Sorry, did I mention? Sorry. I don't want to drag anybody. But we don't have a number nine. We have a number nine. Look at a team that did it without a number nine. All they had was a tactic that they believed in, a winning mentality, staying true to who they were. and Luis Enrique, shout out to him. He has changed the mentality of these players. Totally changed the mentality of these players. Coming into this team, telling them, look, I don't care. I understand you are talented, you are gifted, but your efforts towards running to attack and score, I need the same intensity when you are running back. And I saw that even from minute one of that game. See the way PSG were pressing 2 minutes 90. 2 minutes 90. Even the ref was like, let me put these people out of their misery. If I was playing EAFC, I would have paused and quit after 3-0. They killed them after that third goal went in, the game was over. Whatever that was left was just ceremonial. After 3-0, that final was over. Because even Inter knew mentally, spiritually, physically, they knew that they were done. That game, it could have been more than five. If Kvaratskhelia finishes his chances, if Dokwe decided to pass, if Bracola finished his chance, this could have been a 7-8-0 final. But just thank God. Thank God that the referee just had mercy. Because if he said 5 more minutes, they would have scored one more. They would have scored one or two more. That's the truth. Because I saw defenders, Inter Milan defenders, just confused. They didn't even know what to do. They didn't know who to mark. They didn't know whether to play back four, back five, back. They didn't know what to do. Nah, shout out to Luis Enrique. Shout out to Luis Enrique. And another special shout out to Marquinhos, a very, very good servant of the club. Marquinhos, Kimpembe, definitely good. Kimpembe, very definitely good servants of the club, and they definitely deserve to win that trophy, to lift that trophy. Finally, they finally lifted that trophy. That's shout out to them. Now, at this point, I don't know what do you call it, Dembele, Ballon d'Or. I'm just saying, guys. Let me know what you think. Dembele, Ballon d'Or. That conversation is on. Is on, is on like anything. He has treble to his name. Was very dominant in the UEFA Champions League. Dominant. We don't know what's going to happen domestically regarding some of the games that are going on, the UEFA Nations Cup, whatever they call it. But he has shown that he's one of the most consistent between him, Rafinha, Salah, Mbappe. At this point, I'm pipping Dembele just because of how much he has matured. Dembele used to be a injury prone player, fringe player, would miss practice, was late, was always in discipline. This was his last shot because it was, if he didn't do it here, he would have followed the Neymar path. Go out to one of your boyhood club, go back to Dortmund or something. That would have been the path for Dembele, but he decided to wake up. Wake up, step up to the plate. Be that leader that you need. You don't have to lead by scoring the goals all the time. You don't have to lead by being the headlines all the time. I even saw the mentality of Dembele change. Even when there was one time I think against Aston Villa, when they lost and they were giving him the man of the match award, he didn't want to take it because of, he was like, I expect more from myself. I expect more from my team. That is the mentality shift that is needed for a team that needs to win that Champions League trophy. And you can see it. They were locked in. Everybody was locked in. Everybody. And I don't know. I can't remember the name of the kid that scored. That kid, I can't remember his name. I won't tell you. I won't be from that kid that came and scored for PSG. Shout out to him. I'm sure he must have been over the moon coming into a final as a sub and making an impact by scoring. Shout out to him. Shout out to the PSG team. I don't know what I just saw. I was watching, I was like, somebody throw the white flag. Throw the white when it was 4-0, throw the white flag. Why are we still playing? Why are we still playing? Is there not a forfeit? If it's forfeit, maybe it's 3-0. Why are we still playing this game? Oh man. Inzaghi, you and Ateta, you have been having cappuccino, perhaps. So why I said I was not going to banter. It's just there. It's very easy for the picking. Anyway, those are my thoughts for the PSG versus Inter Milan final, Champions League final. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you agree with my thoughts. Let me know what anything that you feel like I missed. Shout out to a special shout out to Luis Enrique, who lost his daughter. I think 9 years ago now, or when she was nine. He lost his daughter when she was nine to a rare bone cancer, and it was very nice touch from the PSG fans who had a tifo for him that showed the daughter planting the flag, and he planted the flag, and the daughter was watching over. So shout out to him for a man who has gone through such tragedy like that, and just having this special night to himself. Very, very nice and touching moment. A very, very good way to end the competition. And then yeah, we kick it off again next season. UEFA Champions League. Chelsea. I hope people are watching. You are seeing scintillating football. Don't don't just tell me it's the lap, because I can't even don't let me leave it here. This is not about Chelsea. It's about PSG. PSG, shout out to PSG. Congratulations to them. Let me know what your thoughts are again. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about the final. And God bless. Peace.